Dr. Jaffe, one of our customers is writing in asking what your thoughts are on a post-LRA 3-week elemental diet. Is it possible that if the GI health is restored more quickly, the immune tolerance would be restored more quickly, and then the patient could be reintroduced to those foods earlier than 3 and 6 months? Can you weigh in on that?
Thanks for the question. It's a very astute and important question. Can't we accelerate the healing process? So now we have to look at what we understand about the nature of the human GI tract, the human digestive tract, and its healing. A healthy digestive tract, which exists in only a small fraction of people today, renews itself on a daily basis. The typical person that we're talking about, someone who has delayed hypersensitivities and need to rehabilitate their intestines, well, frankly, they probably have stress hormone imbalance. They probably lack restorative sleep. They probably are not eating a perfectly whole foods diet. They probably are not well hydrated. They probably are not following yet the basics, the fundamentals of health restoration. And you ask a really interesting question. If we put someone on an elemental diet, a really easy to assimilate elemental diet, for say 3-4 weeks, knowing that most people won't do that for too long. Having done that myself, I can tell you, I can do that for a few weeks. I'm not going to do that for a few months. Does the gut heal faster if you provide an elemental diet? And unfortunately, the answer is no. And we know the answer to be no because of Doug Wilmot's work with small bowel syndrome or short bowel syndrome and surgery. We know that from Judy Shabert's work. We know that from a variety of colleagues that have taught me. You can rehabilitate the gut. You can rehabilitate in most people their digestive competence in 6 months or a year. You can begin reintroducing after 3 months of best effort at substituting for reactive items. However, many colleagues, and we've been involved with some of these studies, have tried to accelerate that process and been unsuccessful because it's not just providing the elemental building blocks. It's much more than that. It's the right prebiotics, probiotics, and symbiotics. It's the right antioxidants, buffering minerals, and essential cofactors. It's the right whole foods that are easily prepared to digest, assimilate, and eliminate without immune burden. That's what is needed. And usually it takes people months to make that healthier transition. And so at the end of 3 to 6 months, people are better, but they're not yet well. And that's why many people renew the test every 6 months and renew their commitment to a higher level of health and restorative health every 6 months until they're tolerant, till they have no reactivities, till their stress hormones are in balance, along with their neurochemicals and their other hormones, their restorative sleep and joy of living, their gratitude for being able to do just gentle breathing and ambling is renewed. So thanks for the question, and I wish there was a way to accelerate the process. Many have tried, and specifically in regard to elemental diets, I know the people who develop them and research them, and they will agree that you cannot accelerate the restoration of digestive competence just with an elemental diet for a month. So thanks for asking.